It's me, Erin, and Dara.
Hi.
From How to Eat. Welcome to our show. We have a show now. It's our own show.
2 episodes makes it a show,
right?
Yeah,
totally.
Show.
So today we are going to share with you a couple of great recipes from How to Eat. We're going to show you how to make them. And if you missed our first episode, you can go back and check it out on our Facebook page. We made our very famous and very delicious frozen lunch burritos. But today we're giving you 2 recipes. 2 of our really popular recipes. So one of them is our no-bake peanut butter energy balls, and the second one is our peanut butter bars. Now, both are 2 quick snacks, and in fact, our peanut butter balls were one of our most popular blog post. It actually went viral.
Wow! Maybe our only post that went viral, but...
Yeah, so we're going to talk about these, and we're going to talk about how to put a twist on it. On these recipes so that you can make them for, the circumstances in your own life.
So I'm going to get started on the peanut butter bars. So like Erin said, we are going to do a little twist. Most schools and workplaces are now nut-free, so we're going to be substituting for the peanut butter so that anyone can enjoy them. So the first ingredient in the peanut butter bars would be normally peanut butter. If you are making them with peanut butter, we like to use the all-natural peanut butter. Both Erin and I really like it. It actually tastes like peanuts. Don't be afraid to buy the full-fat, all-natural peanut butter. It's delicious and good for you. When you buy it, there's going to be a layer of oil on the top. Just give it a really good mix so that it doesn't harden in the fridge. You can also store it upside down in the fridge, which will help keep the oil incorporated. So instead of the peanut butter, I'm going to be using sunflower butter. Again, this is also just all-natural, unsweetened, so it's just sunflower seeds. I found it at Loblaws, so you can probably find it at a grocery store near you. This is what it looks like, similar to peanut butter. So I use 1.5 cups, which is actually this entire jar is going into these bars. So they're jam-packed full with really good healthy fats, very filling, a really good afternoon snack. So I'm going to add that to the bowl. And the next ingredient that I'm going to be adding is 2 eggs. Again, don't be afraid of the yolk. All the vitamins and minerals are in the egg yolk. Lots of good and healthy fat for you. Again, making these really filling. The next ingredient is going to be honey. It's just 1/2 cup of honey. Then we have 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And of course, chocolate chips. Because what would peanut butter or any butter, nut butter, seed butter be without chocolate, right? So we're going to get that all mixed together. Really simple, just those 5 ingredients. And I'll get started on that.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly see if we have any questions just yet. We are doing this live, so if you're watching us, please feel free to write in. Let us know what your burning questions are about our balls and our bars, and we'd be happy to answer.
Or just say hi.
Just say hi. Yeah, we'd love to see that you are watching. While Dara mixes the ingredients for the bars, I am going to get started on our no-bake peanut butter balls. So the first ingredient is a full cup of a large rolled oats. Rolled oats are the whole grain of the oat. It's really just flattened out. So it's a really excellent source of fiber and whole grain. So we're going to add that to our bowl. Next, I'm adding 1/2 cup of flaxseed. Now, this is whole flaxseed. Sometimes I add it whole. In the recipe, which we'll post on the Facebook Live video, we call for ground flaxseed. So the reason I buy whole is that it actually lasts a little bit longer. The best way to keep it nice and fresh is to keep it in a cool, dark spot. So I often keep it in the fridge or the freezer. The one thing about whole flaxseed is that you won't be getting the benefits of the omega-3 fatty acids that you would find in the ground flaxseed, because most of these seeds would go undigested. You're not going to get the omega-3s that you would from grinding them. So I do have a coffee grinder, really inexpensive, just bought it at my grocery store. It takes a few seconds just to grind up the flax seeds in here, and then you can pour them in the bowl for your recipes. What I would recommend is that you get one with a stainless steel interior. What's happened to me before is I've had one with a plastic interior, and although the blade is metal, the plastic actually takes on the flavor of the stuff that you're grinding. So with this one, I can grind my coffee in here, I can grind my flaxseed in here, I can grind any whole spices that I'm using for Indian food, and it won't taste like one another because you can clean it out really well because it's stainless steel. So I'll add my flaxseed. Next, I'm adding soy butter. Soy butter is another excellent nut-free alternative that you can use in schools. I haven't been able to find a soy butter that I like that is unsweetened. So this one has a bit of sugar in it. What I like to do in that case is cut back a little bit on the honey in the recipe. It calls for 1/3 cup, and I would take a couple of tablespoons out if I were using the sweetened soy butter or any kind of sweetened nut butter for that fact.
Same thing for the bars. You can also find the sunflower butter sweetened as well.
Yeah.
Same thing, just cut back on the honey a little bit.
Yep, exactly. So I'm adding a bit of honey here, liquid honey, and then finally my fave, dark chocolate chips. I also love just cutting up really good dark quality chocolate bars for this. Now, the basics for this are really the oats and the honey. Beyond that, you can literally add any, well, not literally. I hate when people overuse that term. Not literally. Do not add elephants and things to this. But you can add pretty much any kind of common baking ingredient. Instead of the chocolate chips, you could add cranberries. You could add dried raisins. You could add toasted coconut. Usually unsweetened is the best option. You could add walnuts or pumpkin seeds or pistachios or peanuts or whatever tickles your fancy to make the bars to make them the way that you like them to make them. So I'm going to stir this up, blah, 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 blah.
And so we both used honey in our recipes. You could use another liquid sweetener like maple syrup, same thing. Just substitute it in. We'll add the sweetness just like that.
Yeah.
So once these are all mixed up, I pour them into an 8x8 pan that you just want to rub with a little bit of canola oil. Any questions, Erin?
Yeah, so let me look through the questions. Yay, there are people joining us. I'm so happy. Alrighty. Okay, so Jamie says that in her house, the President's Choice Organic All Natural Crunchy Peanut Butter is their absolute favorite. And they've tried all kinds, and that seems to be their favorite. I actually haven't tried that one before.
No, me neither.
And Devin asks, sorry, let's see. Technical difficulty here.
So while Erin's looking for the questions, I'm going to put this in the oven. So you bake these bars at 350 for 23 minutes. Not 22 minutes, not 24 minutes, I'm telling you 23 minutes. I've made this a bazillion times, and it always comes out perfect after 23 minutes.
Perfect. Okay, while I'm trying to figure out that out, I'm going to refresh it. We'll see what happens. I'm still here. I'm just grabbing. So I'm grabbing our dough, I guess it's called, from the fridge, which is just a chilled version of what we've just mixed up for the peanut butter balls. So chilling them actually just makes it much easier to roll them out. The honey solidifies a bit, the peanut butter solidifies a bit, and that way it makes it just easier to scoop out with a spoon and take what you need to get them rolling.
You can also just reach in with your hands and roll away.
Yeah, oh yeah, I always wish that there's like a, little less than a tablespoon left at the end so I can just pop it in my mouth.
So before we get rolling, I just want to show you the finished sunflower butter bars, the magic of Facebook Live. They're done. So you can see you're going to know when they're done, just when they're a little brown around the edges. You might think they're underbaked. Trust me, they're not. When they come out of the oven and they're still warm, they are going to be a little bit crumbly, which is great crumbled over yogurt or ice cream. I like to let them cool off, put them in the fridge just for a little bit, and when they come out, you'll be able to cut them into bars, and they are absolutely delicious, kind of like a little bit of an underbaked blondie texture. A fun fact, when you use the sunflower butter, you might notice that the bars look a little bit of green. That's because the sunflower has chlorophyll, and the acid in it reacts to the base in the baking soda, making this green color. Just a little bit of an interesting fact. So these bars are perfect for St. Patrick's Day, or any day really.
Okay, perfect. I still can't figure out what's going on with our comment section, so on re-roll because this is a live Facebook post. So what I've done is taken about a tablespoon of the dough and popped it into my clean hands, obviously, and I'm just rolling it up. I'm squeezing it nice and tight and rolling it up, and once you're done, it will be, about, an inch and a half or so in diameter. So this packs a lot of energy. You're getting a ton of fiber, you're getting a ton of healthy, good fats in here with a little bit of fun kick of sweetness from the chocolate chips and the honey. This is one of my favorite things to make for new moms. So when they're in the hospital and they maybe had a bit of pain medication and they're kind of lying in bed still and trying to nurse their baby for the first time, these are a really great high fiber snack to kind of get things moving, if you know what I'm saying. They're also going to be held in one hand, so you can have your little baby in one hand and your peanut butter ball in your other hand. So it makes a perfect new mom snack. What I will warn you against, though, and this comes because of an example from my friend who just basically mouthed half of the batch when I gave them to her. You just got to be careful. When you're adding a lot of fiber into your diet, you also have to make sure you add a lot of fluid into your diet. Fiber without fluid can actually make you more constipated, or it can be kind of a blast-off situation, if you know what I mean.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
totally get it.
Delicious.
Yeah.
So, these balls can be stored, excuse me, in the fridge for a really long time, both the balls and the bars, and they can also be stored in the freezer for even longer.
Yeah.
So, we have
other bars. We do have some other no-bake bars on our site if you want to tell.
Yeah, we have no-bake energy squares that are also a really good healthy snack, also pack a lot of fiber and will keep you full, also one-handed. And we also have no-bake coconut date balls that are just made in the food processor, one bowl, really easy. And we'll post links to both of those in the comments on our Facebook Live post.
Yeah. Really sorry to those of you who asked questions and comments throughout the Facebook Live post that we couldn't answer. For some reason, technology isn't working for us today. But not to worry, the post will be available, the video will be available on our feed for years to come. And we will answer your questions once we shut down our live post today and get to each and every one of you. We'll post both the recipes for the peanut butter bars as well as the no-bake energy balls, as well as the other balls and bars that Dara just told you about. So, we're so glad you could join us.
Yay!
This is the conclusion of another episode of How to Eat's live Facebook demo. We can't wait for you to join us next time. We're going to try to do another one in a few weeks, and we look to you for new ideas for what we should make. We've had lots of suggestions, so we will take everyone into consideration, and we hope to make this, a regular part of your evenings.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Dan's there.